Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai High Grade Universal Sentry HGUC 144 scale Dom Rig Dom. So basically, this is one kit, but you can either build the Dom or the Rig Dom. And what's a Rig Dom? Rig Dom is basically the space type, space version of the Dom. And yeah, I don't know why they went with the name Rig Dom. It just sounds really cheesy and kind of hilarious, to be honest with you. Alright, anyway, here we have the box. This kit was released back in 2006. I got this at the local store here in the city, and yeah, looks like they had this kit for a while. So here we have either the regular Dom, or you can have the Rig Dom, and I'll show you guys the difference. Okay. Alright, so we have the working motor eye here on this one, which is very cool for such an old kit. And here are the equipment types. Retail price for this kit is 1,700 yen, and you can probably find this kit around 22 to 25 US dollars in North America. And yeah, here this one's actually really cool. I think these older boxes are nice because they have advertisement on the back. We have the Dom Tropen, we have two Dom Tropens, and then we have the Rig Dom too, which I really need to get this kit. I don't know, I used to don't care about Doms, but they kind of grew on me. So yeah, we have the Goof, and they also show the evolution. So we went from the Zaku to the Goof to the Dom, and then more Doms, and the evolution of the okay, well, anyway, the Goof also evolved into the Gyan, and then we have the Akai evolving into the Gok and the Zagok. So yeah, that's the box. And let's take a look at the foil sticker. So very simple, four foil stickers, two for the main body, the mono eye in the, I guess the beam spray cannon thing on the chest. And then we have two camera lenses for the bazookas. So yeah, it's made of super hard steel alloy. Armament include the giant bass, giant bazooka, heat saber, beam bazooka. And they did not mention this weapon right here. This is actually like a beam spray cannon kind of thing. It doesn't really damage mobile suits. It basically is like a giant flashlight that kind of blinds the pilot or something. Okay, so yeah, here we have all the pictures of the Dom, Rig Dom. And right here, this is the Dom. Basically, it's just a ground type with a hover feature. And then the Rig Dom has tons of thrusters for space flight. So yeah, also the Rig Dom uses the Beam Bazooka, while the Dom uses the regular bazooka. Here are the basic assembly instructions. So we have Dom, and then we have Rig Dom. Okay, so right here, I built this guy into the Rig Dom. So let's take a look at the Rig Dom, and why is this a Rig Dom? So from the front, you can't really tell the difference. You have to look at the back. So the Rig Dom got these space-type thrusters, so it can maneuver in space better. So thrusters on the bottom of the feet to help it maneuver some more. Yeah, so basically it's just the feet, the back skirt, smaller back skirt for space flight, and a different backpack, and that's the difference. So you can use these parts to convert it, but to take out the bottom feet is going to require a tool, and definitely something that I can't do off while on camera because it's gonna take too long. So yeah, I did painted the thruster and panel line the bottom of the feet because my customer, actually Antonio, requested I do that for him. So yeah, anyway, if you ignore the feet, the conversion should be pretty simple. Basically, just remove the back skirt. I think I can do this on camera. Yeah, probably shouldn't be too difficult. So basically, you just pop off this part right here. Well, this thing is definitely not recommended for you either build one or the other. You don't want to like try to convert it. At least I don't recommend doing that. So anyway, I'm just gonna do this once and then send it off to Antonio. So now we have the Dom back skirt right here. I put some water slide decal on it, not too much, because Antonio doesn't like have his kits overly detailed. And then you want to remove the backpack, which is very simple. It's easy enough. I think. Okay, there we go. Got the backpack off. So basically what you want to do is you want to attach this piece right here. These are the, I guess, the ground type style thrusters. And then you put on the, oops, yeah, I jinxed myself. It's easy enough, but you may still run into some issues. I think I'm doing this right. I am doing it right. Okay, so this is the smaller backpack here for the ground use. And this is a connector piece so you can store the heat saber on the backpack. So that's pretty much it. That's the dom. Now it's the dom. From the front, you can't really even tell the difference. It's all in the back and the bottom section. So yeah, for accessories, we have one open hand, very dynamic style open hand. Two multi-purpose gripping hands, so you can grab onto the beam saber. Now the beam, well, not the beam saber, the heat saber. And the heat saber, you have to remove the hand in order to put it on, and then the heat saber can be stored on the back. So basically the heat saber is just kind of like a Xeon version of the beam saber. Instead of using beam energy, this thing heats up like a heat hawk, and it's like a, 10,000 degree knife cutting through like metal or other materials. And we have two trigger fingers. So with the Dom equipment type, you want to basically remove this hand right here, stick it right here, put the hand back on, and there we go. This is the standard bazooka that doesn't use beam energy, it just fires a projectile. And there we go. Here's the bazooka right here. Oops. I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time with the hands. Yeah, I need to probably push it in properly or something. There we go. So we have the bazooka, and it does have an extra handle here if you want to, wield it with both hands, double-handed. Okay, I don't like this trigger finger already. And then I did paint it this the regular bazooka too. I painted this front section, added some stickers and decals on it. Pretty cool. Okay, and then let's go ahead and remove this. Talk about the beams bazooka in a bit, but let's talk about articulation. So basically, for articulation, it's pretty simple. Let's start with the head. The head barely has any articulation. You can just like move back and forth. It's on a peg. However, you can remove the cover right here. And by doing that, you can adjust the mono eye, which is very cool. The mono eye can go left and right, and you can even go up like that. So that's cool. There we go. It's looking up. Kind of don't like that, so let's just make it looking to this right or the left. This is actually a pretty cool gimmick. You don't see that a lot these days, especially with Dom. I think the Rick Dom, the mono eye is just a sticker. Even the Dom trope and the eye is just a sticker. So yeah, definitely really cool. And the waist It's actually they use like a very weird system for the waist, so you don't really get much. You don't get an ab crunch whatsoever, but and you barely get any waist rotation. It's just a straight peg, but the waist skirt completely hinders the articulation there. The front skirt can be adjusted barely back and yeah, it's separate, but you can like this is all you're gonna get out of it. So. And same with the side skirt, barely any movement. Back skirt is obviously fixed, and we have the old style ball joint to the polycap hip connection. No, actually it does have a connection point here for the action base right there via a polycap. And if you're not going to use it, you can just fill the hole with this tiny little part here. There we go. Knees 90 degrees, very nice, despite having the humongous lower legs. And then the feet is on a hinge right there, very nice. You can hinge it forward, revealing the thrusters on the back. Obviously you can rotate the feet, it's on a ball joint, polycap. And the arm is a straight peg. So it actually had the butterfly action motion right there. It's a straight peg that goes into the shoulder. And the shoulder armor are separate, so you can rotate that. It's just sandwiched between the shoulder and the chest. Or Anyway, the arm can hinge out this far. Can go even higher than perpendicular, which is nice. We do have a built-in bicep swivel, although you do have to lower the bicep a little bit in order to get the bicep swivel to work. Yeah, basically you have to move this part, loosen it up, and then you get actually no, you don't have a bicep swivel, well, barely. Okay, this is all you're gonna get out of it because the way this thing is designed. So yeah, and then we have the 90-degree bend for the elbow, obviously hands on the ball joint. And yeah, personally I would prefer this guy being in the rig dom equipment type versus the regular dom. So let's go ahead and reconvert this guy back into the rig dom. So let's remove the whole backpack here. Take this part, stick it back in here, like so. Stick this part back on. Attach the connector point for the actually let's remove the back skirt too. Yeah, you might worn out these pegs, or if you're not careful, you might break it. So just be a little bit careful. My suggestion is if you want both, maybe buy 2 kits and just build both the rig dom and the dom. That way, you don't run into problem by constantly trying to convert this. This is not a toy. This is basically a model kit. So yeah, constant like removing of parts can damage the kit. So yeah, this is back to the rig dom equipment type. And let's go ahead and use a Beam Bazooka, which is my preferred equipment here. I mean, take a look. The Beam Bazooka looks so much cooler than the regular bazooka. Alright, so with the Beam Bazooka, you can actually articulate the handle too. And add some decal on it. Also painted up the power cables. Give it extra detail. Painted the front of the barrel. Yeah, it's really cool. You also get one of these if you buy the Origin dom test type. That one's also a really nice kit. And I think these are the only ways you can get the Xeon Beam Bazooka. You either get the dom rig dom or the Origins dom test type. Okay, so here we have the Beam Bazooka. Let's go ahead and give it to the rig dom. right there. Now that is cool. That is definitely very menacing. Probably more menacing if he's looking at the right direction. Like that. There we go. Okay, so yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this kit actually. I think Antonio made a good call requesting this one. I might have to get one for myself eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys find the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.